Hey folks, Brian Blessing coming to you from Las Vegas here at bangthebook.com. Follow along on Twitter at bangthebook. Listen to our pal Adam Burke on the Sports Betting Podcast. Follow me on Twitter at Brian Blessing. Focusing on the NFL, the biggest game of the week, obviously, is that New Orleans-San Francisco game. But there's a couple of games that are real close. The KC-New England, but the other one that's sneaky good is Baltimore at Buffalo. And we're looking at the Ravens, a 5.5-point favorite. Total on this game is 43.5. How do you knock the Ravens? They're doing everything great. Lamar Jackson's been godsend for this team, playing at an MVP level. They're on a dead run. But they played a real hard game against San Francisco, expended a lot of energy. Great game. Hats off to both football teams. But Buffalo's coming off one of their best games of the year, Thanksgiving Day at Dallas. They get extra time to prepare. All right, so there's one plus for Buffalo if you want to check a box here. There are several others. John Brown, wide receiver for the Ravens, going against his old mates on Thanksgiving Day. Cole Beasley went against his old mates with the Cowboys, had over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown. Josh Allen is protecting the football. I'm making all these cases for the Bills. You can believe me, the Ravens are stout. But the other thing for the Bills is they're basically in the playoffs as a wild card team, and the die's been cast for them. But there's one last gasp, kick at the can effort for them to win the division. And not only win the division, if they were to win out and New England lost to Kansas City, Buffalo actually could be the 1 seed. That's how crazy things can get in the final 4 weeks of the season. So the Bills want to apply pressure to New England, who plays after them that day against Kansas City. But first things first, you got to take care of business here. Josh Allen's playing at a high level. He is protecting the football. This defense has been spectacular for the Bills all year long. If they lose this game, so be it. It's not the end of the world. They get one win somewhere down the road. They're a wild card team, and that's probably what's going to end up happening. But if they were to win this game, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And the one other little nugget that I believe the Bills will rally around is last year, and this may sound crazy talk, but players don't forget. Last year, the Bills had the number 2 defense in the league, but in the opening game of the year, they were beat 47-3 by the Ravens, ran the score up on them. That was when Nathan Peterman was the quarterback. Then this defense went on a dead run the rest of the year. They remember that, and they would love payback, even though it's a long time ago. Basically, that entire defense is the same defense that went against the Ravens last year. Now, let's see what they can do and how they figure a way to slow down Lamar Jackson. Matt Milano probably could be a spy, linebacker, speedy for the Bills. It's interesting. Ravens, they got a ton to play for too. But a lot of things, just sports betting angles, point Buffalo's way. Extra time to prepare. Ravens off a tough game. The other things that we documented, I think the Bills, they were catching more points at Dallas, almost the same, catching 6.5. Now they're catching 5.5 at home. I think this is a sneaky, entertaining game, and I think the Bills show up and give them all they can handle. I'm Brian Blessing. Follow along on Twitter at Brian Blessing and right here as well at Bang the Book.